You know what? I'm not even doing a timer. We're not even doing a countdown. I'm not even going to bother. We're just going to go literally straight in to the whole thing. Like, why would we even count down when we can just go straight to the game? You see that? That's called efficiency. That's what that is. No, other YouTubers, other Twitch streamers would make you wait for 2 minutes. They would put the 2-minute timer on. They would wait, and then they would, start, and it'd be this whole big thing. Oh, I'm finally here. They'd reveal themselves, but no, I'm just straight in. Efficiency. That's what you get with this stream. Straight up efficiency. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. If you've not been in this stream before, this is Twitch chat. This guy right here. This is the hero of Kvatch, the saviour of Tamriel. We're going to save Oblivion. That's his face. Don't mock him. He was mocked since he was a child, and now he is trying very hard to improve. We got the face back. Yes, we did. We got the face back through a rather difficult process. I had to... No, hang on, my microphone's all the way over there. I had to use the console commands to stop vampirism, and then use the console commands to go into the race menu, and then change everything else. I think he's actually gotten a bit worse. The skin tone's, not where it should be. But now we're back here. A face only a mother could love. That's literally you in the morning. I feel very, very jealous. If that is literally you in the morning, you clearly wake up looking gorgeous. All right, don't pretend that you don't. So for those of you who are new to the stream, welcome. We're going to save Oblivion. The way we're going to do it is by punching literally everything to death. Apparently, someone told me this. I don't believe them. Apparently there are weapons in this game. I don't believe them. I believe they're lying. I believe they're trying to trick me. Why do you need a weapon? Weapons are for cowards. Weapons are for people who don't know how to use their hands or their feet. That's what this is. Joshy McPunchface. That's what. To beat the game, you have to punch Todd Howard. That's what we're trying to do. I want that to be our ultimate goal. What I'm trying to do, I'm on a personal journey to punch Todd Howard. Azui, thank you very, very much for all those gifted subs. That's remarkably kind of you. If you are new to the stream, say hi. I can actually see who is a first-time chatter in the stream. It's lovely. Those weapons... There are weapons for useless guards. No, these are... Yeah, guards need weapons. We don't need weapons, all right? We just need to believe in the heart of the cards. I did a bit of grinding off stream, not much though, because I wanted to... Because these guys wreck me. I wanted to be slightly stronger. So here's the problem. Here's the issue that I'm facing right now. I need to get to that tower just there. But I don't know how to get to that tower just there. I think I go this way, and then maybe in there, but... I've been lost. Seriously, I've been lost for ages here. I meant to follow you on Twitch ages ago. Love your MMO content. Well, thank you very, very much. Ricky, welcome to you. How's everyone doing? I'm doing well, Ricky. I am doing well. Thank you for asking. I put another video out on New World. I really don't want New World to suck. People have messaged me saying, oh, Josh, are you happy they're making more mistakes? I'm like, no. No, not at all. I don't want them to make mistakes. I don't win when players don't have games to play. I win when we have more games to play together, to all enjoy. I want Lost Ark to be good. I don't like it when the genre is homogenized. That's one of the best ways to look at it. I don't like it when the MMO genre falls down to 2 or 3 games. It's I don't want it to become almost a political system of MMOs. I don't want you to say, oh, you've got to play A or B. That's silly. You must play A game or B game. No. What if there's more? We need more choice. We need more things to do. Oh, this looks good. I don't think I've been this way before. Is this new? Oh. Caverns of the Abused. Do you guys... that doesn't sound great. But what's... Hang on. Right. I'm hoping it's down here, because if not, I've just dropped down for no reason. Let's just see what's down here. It is fantastic. What if we... There's a fleshy pod. What if our fleshy pods touched in the caverns of the abused? No, I'm being silly. Unless... No, that's a joke. For legal reasons, that is a joke. But... No. Okay, stop. Seriously. Stop it. Alright? Our fleshy pods are not touching in the caverns of the abused. That's... No matter how much Todd Howard sweet talks me, This is not something that's going to happen. One more button. The Forbidden Union. Clyde, thank you very much for the gift sub, man. That's remarkably kind of you. I thought you would punch the fleshy pods. Hey, man, what I do in my free time is entirely up to me. Right, so that's the waist. That's the waist. We've not gone to the right-hand side yet. We've not gone that way. Oh, you're pretty. There's a lot of... Oh, hello. Come here, Darth Maul. Come here, knockoff Maul. Darth Maul from Wish. Oh, the Blood Well. Let's pop into the Blood Well. Vel, good evening to you. Oh, Jesus, that's a lot of Dremora. It's all right. What the Dremora don't know is that I've got my fists. All right, let's just boop you to death. If in doubt, angry boop. That's what this is. This is the angry boop class. I've actually leveled my hand-to-hand so much that I should be able to disarm people by moving sideways and attacking. Yeah. That's it. Sit down, son. You don't know. You do not know. Alright, what do we... Let's pull some... Oh, no. Hang on. Jump onto you. Excellente. Let's pop up here. Have you played Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2? Not yet. I'm waiting for the New World PTR play button to stop linking the website. What's that? Announcing the PTR. What is the PTR for this? How can one man be so hot? I know. Look at his face. Look at him. Every day I wake up wishing I was him. I think we all do. Every day I look at a picture of him on my wall and it inspires me to do better. That's what it is. Oh, the public test server, thank you. Yeah, it was weird that they said, hey guys, we've now got a public test server. And I thought, that's... What? It's almost like... You know what that reminded me of? It reminded me of a mechanic telling you that they could now, you know, get under the car. And I'm thinking, I mean, I'm not a mechanic. I was a go-kart mechanic for a few years, but not on, like, you know, cars and trucks and vans and lorries. But getting under the car to fix it, that's like a... Even I know that's a thing you should be able to do. So when they messaged saying, hey, we finally have a public test server, I kind of thought, isn't that something you should have had already? Like, if someone with no... It's like if a baker was really proud of an oven, and I'm thinking, how have you got this far without it, to be honest? Your character reminds me of the old art piece. Oh, Edward Munich's Scream, yes. Yes, Edward Munich based his picture on this guy's face. It's true. He transcends time. Oh, beautiful. We can get to the main thing. I'm going to autosave and quick save. Have you played Lost Ark beta? No, not yet. Not yet. Everyone has been asking me if I have or haven't played it. The answer is they haven't bothered sending me a beta key because they are clearly cowards. That's what they are. I'm one of those annoying people who the more you tell me to do something, the more I don't want to do it. Even if I do want to do it. Like, I'll come downstairs in the morning and I'll be like, yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to cooking breakfast. And someone says, hey, Josh, you going to cook breakfast? And I'm thinking, well, I was. But now, just because you've asked me to, I don't want to. That's what I now think. Have you ever been like, you know, I really want to watch this amazing film, and then someone comes and says, hey, you should watch this amazing film. And I'm thinking, well, I wanted to, but now you've asked me to? Now I don't want to. Like, I'm going to be deliberate. Yeah, get off the bridge, you. Just deliberately contrarian. Have you ever done that? Wait, what? He's in the floor. Good job, Todd. Good job, Todd Howard. Yeah, so I would love to play Lost Ark, and then I got like 1,000 messages of people saying, hey Josh, you should play Lost Ark. It's a new MMO coming out. It's going to be really big. The advertising on it's huge right now. And I just got all these emails, and my answer to them was just, I'm going to play Oblivion. You know, it's the worst business decision I could make. It's really bad. It's a terrible business decision. They're like, hey Josh, are you going to play this massive MMO that's got loads of advertising and would probably get you loads of views and make you loads of money right now? And I'm like, no, I'm just going to play a single-player RPG from like 2008. Do that instead. You know, it'd be much nicer for me. It's a bad business decision, but it's also what I want to do. And that's one of the best ways to do it. It's one of the best subscription plans in an MMO. Yeah, why play other games when you can punch? I don't understand. When you reach max level, you stop leveling. When you find the greatest game, you stop needing to play other games. That's how it works. Once Todd Howard made Oblivion, he had made the greatest game in the history of the world. He only made Skyrim to prove a point. You know, he made it on a bet. He made it in one weekend. Come here, Daedroth. Let me punch you in the face. I'm not playing on like super easy mode, by the way, because I can still die. If you look at my health, you'll notice that I'm actually very, very close to death. Pretty much all the time. Hey, we've sent off the hype train. Thank you very much for that, guys. That's always cool. Oh, was it good? I saw your content on Remy's video today. I love MTG Remy. MTG Remy makes me happy inside, man. There's a lot of YouTube content creators that I very much enjoy. The Spiffing Brit. I liked the Spiffing Brit right up until he got his checkmark on Twitter before me. And it's, yeah, I can understand why, seeing as he has like 3.2 million subs and I've got like 300k. So there is a numerical difference. But up until a few days ago, the Spiffing Brit wasn't verified on Twitter. And I'm not verified on Twitter. So there was like a connection. You know, I felt similar to him. I looked at him and I thought, you're the same as me. And then he got verified and now he's, it's gone to his head. It's just gone to his head. He's not the same anymore. You know how I can prove he's not the same? He sat in, I think it was the French section of a video game event that he went to recently. And then he changed his Twitter profile name to feature an American flag. And I'm thinking, Spiff, choose a side, man. You know, pick a side. How dare you? Days and weeks of constant use make wearing heavy armor tolerable, but not comfortable. You have learned to adapt to its weight and use it in combat. As an expert of heavy armor, your plate mail no longer encumbers you as much when you are running or swimming. Excellent. All right, we're better at heavy armor. That's good, because I'm going to wear nothing but heavy armor the entire time. He literally has Brit in his name. Yeah, but like, he needs to pick a side. That's what he needs to do. He needs to pick a side and stick to it. How dare he? How dare he abandon what we know to be true and real? This game has swimming. Yeah, this game is objectively better than New World, because this game has swimming and New World doesn't. And there'll be someone out there, you know, trying to think of a retort, of a comeback to that, but you can't think of one, because you can't argue. All I'm using is the truth. You can't argue against the truth. That's what I'm using in my arguments against New World. And someone else said to me, they messaged me saying, hey Josh, your argument about swimming and sailors, well actually a lot of sailors couldn't swim, so there doesn't need to be swimming in the game. And I thought, you know what, okay, that's fair enough, that's a good point. Why don't they put a drowning I'm going to die. Why don't they put a drowning animation in? You know, if you don't want to have a swimming animation, that's absolutely fine, but you should probably have a drowning animation. You should probably not have it so they're just Pirates of the Caribbean over the base of the water, you know? That's not the way to do it. That's not very Raven. That's what it is. Sometimes I look at games decisions and I'm like, you know, that's very Raven. That's so Raven. And other times it's not very Raven. And I think that's what it was. New World deciding to not have swimming isn't very Raven at all. It's so silly. Oh, you know, most sailors can't swim. Yeah, but pretty much everyone can drown. Your lack of animation is just lazy. That's what it is. It's honestly just lazy. This Daedroth seems more powerful than the other Daedroths, and I think that's because I may have died. Yeah, I've died. Wow. Alright, that's an angry Daedroth. That's Sir Raven, like the Disney Channel show. Yeah. Okay, look, when someone says Raven TV show, there are two very different TV shows you should think of. The first one is the, you know, Disney Channel, happy-go-lucky, everyone's smiley, that's so Raven. Allow me to explain to you the greatest TV show, the greatest children's TV show of all time. And if you haven't seen it, you are wrong. Who watched British TV? I think it was just called Raven. And it was basically a kids game show where a dude in a black cape had like a medieval style wizardry, and you know, it's a knockout style events, and they would run round. Raven, it's a thing. I guarantee it's a thing. It's a thing, and it was called Raven, and you would watch these kids, and the ending of it was always this... Oh, God, there's two of them. That's actually a pretty big problem. Yeah, the ending of it was always a... You know, are you ready to take on the test, the super difficult test they had to get through, and the kids had all this protective armor on. Kind of like Nightmare. Yeah, kind of like Nightmare. Do you... Those children are still missing to this day. No, it's not just me that remembers it. It was a real thing. Like, I'm not just randomly remembering some show that didn't exist. You know, this isn't like a... I'm not making this up. I need to kill these guys, but they're actually going to be very dangerous. I've got to wait for them to jump and then just get a single punch off. Yeah, because if I let these guys rip me apart, it's not going to go well. Not going to go well at all. So I'm following the same Silent Hill tactic of just backtracking and using my best attack right now. I'm not exactly oh come on you. I kind of... Yes! One down! Ladies and gents. Mr. Beast stunt double, thank you. Did you play Strife a few days ago? I did. Look, Raven was a real thing, okay? I'm going to put pictures on Discord of Raven being a real thing. I'm going to watch episodes on YouTube to prove that it was a thing that existed, and I will review it. I will review it on my other channel. Josh Strife watches early 2000s children's TV shows and reviews them because he likes nostalgia. That's what the whole channel is going to be called. There's entire episodes on YouTube. Good! Good! One of the greatest TV shows. It's almost like Noel's Funhouse. See, that's when I am showing my age. That's a much, much older show. I am having to run backwards and heal quite a lot with this. Josh will fix it. No, let's not get involved with that. Yeah, Noel's House Party. There we go. Does that mean we're getting Funhouse with the twins? Oh my God, I remember that. It was the two weird, creepy girl twins, wasn't it? I remember all these. I'm showing my age here. I remember all these shows. Hey, okay, we're finished. I'm going to quick save just there. Do you guys want to know what the next Was It Good is going to be? And I think this is going to divide some people. Hi, love your content. Maybe I missed it on YouTube, but what do you think of ESO? I like Elder Scrolls Online. I think it's a good game. I think it's a good game. I think there are a couple of MMORPGs that are worth your time and worth your money. And even though they may not be the greatest of games, they are, and this is very important, worth the time and the money they take. And they are Old School RuneScape, RuneScape 3, Elder Scrolls Online, Guild Wars 2, Final Fantasy 14. I think those games are worth your money. And the reason they have become the big five is because even if you don't necessarily like the game itself, you can still look at it and go, I get why you play this. I see it. It may not appeal to you, but I can see the appeal to other people. I actually got contacted by one of those games recently. And I got a sponsorship email. And one thing, if you're new to the stream, one thing that I do that's quite weird is I share and discuss all of my sponsorships with you guys on my Discord and on YouTube and on Twitch before I take them. Because if you don't want me to take them, if you can think of a legitimate reason I shouldn't take them, I won't take them. I mean, I got offered a large amount of money a few days ago that I was not happy with. What do I think about Black Desert Online? I've not played it enough to have an opinion, but from what I can tell and what I've been told, really nice graphics, lovely looking game, very grindy PvP toward the end. That's what I've been told, but I couldn't guarantee it myself. So let me fill in what I got an email from recently. I got an email from a company who wanted me to advertise their game, and I wasn't happy with it, so I had a bit back and forth with this company, and we sorted it all out. And then I got another email from another company saying, hey Josh, how do you feel about advertising Guild Wars 2? And I replied saying, I feel pretty comfortable advertising Guild Wars 2. I know that a lot of people don't like aspects of it, but honestly, buying Guild Wars 2, the core game and all the expansions, like 2 years ago, probably the best 40 quid I ever spent. Seeing as I bought them on sale for like 40 quid for the core game, Path of Fire and Heart of Thorns, and I've still got it. I haven't even finished it. I've still got it, just haven't finished it. But the fact that I've still got it and can play it at my own pace without needing to worry about a sub, and the cash shop isn't pay to win, that made me very happy. I know people don't like all aspects of it, but I think it's a pretty solid MMORPG. if someone said to me, hey, I want to play an MMO more casually and I don't want to pay any money, I would advertise Guild Wars 2. I would say download the core game, give it a go. So I replied to them saying, okay, yeah, I mean, sponsorship sounds fine. What do you want me to do? You know, is there a thing you want me to advertise? Is there a new event? And they said, no, not really. We just want you to kind of remind people that the game's free. And I thought, hang on, you're not even asking me to sell anything. You just want me to say like a 60-second, Guild Wars 2's still out there. Pretty good. It's free. Download it. If you don't like it, don't keep playing it. There's a new expansion, End of Dragon. There is a new expansion. They actually weren't bothered about me talking about it. They said there's a new expansion coming out, but it's not a thing that they wanted to really focus on. They were literally just like, hey, can you say how Guild Wars 2 is free now? Yeah, the core game has been free for years. The core game, oh my god. The core game has been free for absolute years. Okay, so there's a lot of enemies here that I was not expecting. Oh my goodness, okay, that's a lot of damage. Hang on, let me run away from this. But yeah, I think that if someone told me they play the Elder Scrolls Online, I would get it. And if someone told me they... Have I just shortcut? Oh, no, you can just jump backward and forward. Yeah, if someone told me they play Elder Scrolls Online, I'd get it. Someone told me they play Guild Wars 2, I'd get it. Final Fantasy 14, yeah, I get it. There's a couple of games that even if you don't like, you can get why they play it. Am I into CRPGs? Oh, do you mean things like Divinity Original Sin or Baldur's Gate? Things like that? Yes. Yeah, a lot. I like those. Divinity Original Sin 2 was probably one of the best. Guild Wars 1 I still prefer. Like, I think Guild Wars 1 is really good. Haven't finished it yet. Really enjoy playing it. I was properly enjoying Guild Wars 1. Excellently made. I think Guild Wars 2 is a better MMO, and Guild Wars 1 is a better RPG. And I'm a big RPG fan, so you tell me that there's going to be like a classic RPG you can play, I'll be happy with that. How about Baldur's Gate 3? Mystery of the Druids. I've not yet played Mystery of the Druids. It's on the list. It's on the list. I think a good MMORPG, not necessarily... We're waiting for you to come back to Guild Wars 1. So am I. I think one of the things about being a good MMORPG is a good investment of time and money. If I were to return to Guild Wars 1 or 2 right now, I don't think I'd have lost anything. You know, I'd still have my levels, still have my items. I probably wouldn't have the best in slot for anything anymore. There's probably a lot of new stuff to do, but I could do it without paying for it. And it's that high quality without paying for that really, really impresses me. One irritating fact I tend to find is whenever I like something... Oh, damn, okay. If I like something and say that I like it, everyone just accuses me of being a shill. And if I don't like something and say I don't like it, everyone accuses me of being a hater. And I'm thinking there's got to be this balance between, you know, shilling for something and hating something where you can just acknowledge its strengths and faults without annoying either side. But discussing anything online is really cult-like. It's very tribal. It's really tribal. That's one of the big problems. If I say something online and I say something that, you know, the haters agree with, they herald me as this, you know, brilliant of me pontificating the truth to everyone. And then I say something online that the people that like the game really like, and they say, yeah, he's 100% correct. It's a complete extremist fandom of both hate or love. But when you stand in the middle and say, hey, I like this bit, but I don't like that bit, you get hate from both sides. This is why it's super dangerous to try and review anything fairly online. If you review it in a way that favours the fans, you get accused of being a paid shill. If you review it in a way that favours the haters, you get accused of just being a mindless hater. If you review something in a way that acknowledges its strengths and points out its weaknesses and critiques it and says why it's good and bad, you get nice punch. You get accused of doing both. That just make 2 reviews. Oh my god, should I do that? That's genius. Should I release 2 videos at exactly the same time? And it's like the review for people that really like the game and the review for people that really hate the game. And then what you need to do is just watch both reviews to get a more balanced idea of what it actually is. That's a great idea. It'd be like a review of Guild Wars 2 in brackets for people who love the game, and then a review of Guild Wars 2 in brackets for people who hate the game. Just put both videos out and see which ones do better. I guarantee the hate would do better. That's democracy. That's exactly what democracy is. And I could even like talk about it, both things. I could say like in one review I'll be like, you know, the graphics are classic, they're simple but they're recognizable. And in the next review be like, the graphics are aged and they're showing their age and they're really not standing up to the test of time. I might try this. I might see what happens. Putting out a review designed for people who dislike the game, and then a review designed for people who like the game. Just see which one does best. That's a really good idea. Thank you. Thank you for that. That is the video with less dislikes wins. It's a good idea. Can I talk about Star Wars The Old Republic? Not with any authority, because I've not played it in years. I don't like to say things that I can't back up, so I don't think... My opinion on Star Wars is worth nothing, because I don't have anything to back it up with, and I wouldn't be able to stand my own in any kind of argument or discussion on it, so I don't have anything important to add to that, because I don't think I've got anything worth adding yet. Have I tried Lord of the Rings Online? Yeah, I tried it. Didn't download. Tried it again, didn't download. Tried it again, still didn't download. DirectX problem. But yeah, we've got major problems with Lord of the Rings Online. It's just not working on my DirectX. It requires this No! Requires this absolutely ancient framework to work, and I don't fancy downloading or downgrading my PC, like, you know, 5 years worth of net framework downgrades just to run it. It should run. Oh, damn, that trap is actually really fast. I thought I would be able... Shut up. I thought I would be able to run under that trap. No one saw that. We can cut that out the VOD. It's fine. No one will know that actually happened. We'll cut that out. Use a virtual machine to make it work. See, here's another thing. When I'm reviewing things, I'm reviewing them from the view of the average player. Will the average video game player actually download a virtual machine and install it and run it and set it up to make Lord of the Rings Online work? No, they won't. They will download it from Steam, they will try and make it run, and when it doesn't run, they will just delete it. That's what will happen. When people say to me, oh yeah, you can make this happen provided you do a series of complex steps, look at it from the average gamer's point of view. They're not going to do your complex series of steps. They are going to expect it to work first time. And if it doesn't work first time, what are they going to do? They're going to delete it. They're not going to bother with it again. Oh, dude! That trap didn't kill it. That's a real shame. I thought that trap would have killed the Dremora. Yeah, you really need to look at the average amount of people who are actually going to bother doing this. I played Soul Reaver with an emulator. Yeah, if I'm reviewing like an older game, you have to use pretty much emulation. But if I'm reviewing an MMORPG that is a live service game, a game that still demands my money, a game that is still trying to get me to spend money, I expect it to work. I shouldn't have to put in a load of technical knowledge and know-how to make a game that wants me to pay for it work. It should work much faster. Let's just punch you. Okay, so my agility has been damaged, and now I think I'm trapped. Where's that dude? There you are. Okay, so this guy is going to wreck me in a second. I need to take the punches as and when I can, but I also need to get the hell out of the way because... a lot of stuff there. Am I going to cover Elden Ring? Yeah, I've got a lot to cover and not much time to do it in, so I'm trying. I am trying to cover a lot of stuff. I've got a lot to cover and not as much time as I want. Have I tried League of Legends? Yes, I've tried it. I'm not very good at it. I respect it as a well-made game. I'm just not very good at League of Legends. I could probably get good. You know, I would be able to learn. But it's not. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. Loved your Mortal 2 video. Oh, thanks, man. Really glad you enjoyed it. I try and make videos as fair as I can, and I want to be honest to things. It's like with the New World improvements. Amazon do deserve at least some recognition for the improvements they've made. You can't blindly hate something when they're actually trying to improve stuff. You need to acknowledge the improvement as much as you are acknowledging the flaws. Otherwise, you put people off improving. Still using the punchy gloves. Yeah, I am. Why would I not use the punchy gloves? Fortify hand-to-hand. I'm going to get some more Fortify hand-to-hand stuff eventually. But for now, my luck has been drained. Okay. Let's see if I can just smack this guy. Once we've done Oblivion, I need to take 2 votes from you. The first one is for the next Was It Good? If you are not, please buy a higher rank of healing. Your sea key is crying. I do... Oh, God. Oh, it's you again. I do need to get a better healing spell. That's true. I know for a fact that I do need to get a better healing spell. Because I'm just doing this repeatedly. I should probably go to, like, the Mages College or something. So, the next Was It Good? It's going to be a Generation 1 Pokemon game. And the question is, red or blue? Congratulations from Elis redeeming the VIP. Let me grab that for you right now. The question is red or blue? Now, people, I'm going to be honest with you. It doesn't matter. Oh my goodness, that's Salah. Thank you very, very much for the donation. That is remarkably kind of you. Just finished a recent New World video. I applaud your ability to stay objective and fair. Thanks, man. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that. I will try. I will try as hard as I can to stay objective and fair the entire time. People are saying yellow, you're wrong. Right, listen. Blue is the best. And I'll tell you why. Blue is the best because when I was a kid, my mum bought me Pokemon Blue. And because of this, it's the best. People always say, you know, oh, you only think it's the best because you got it. No, no, no. It objectively is the best because I got it. That's how it works. Honestly, the best Pokemon Red or Blue is literally whichever one, you know, your parents bought you at the time. That's what it is. I like how you can also age people really accurately by what their favourite Pokemon generation is. You know, so you say to them, hey, what's your favourite Pokemon game? And within like 4 or 5 years, you can pretty accurately work out kind of what age range they're going to be in. Because when I say to someone, hey, you know, Blue and Red are the best Pokemon, and they're like, yeah, that's true. I'm like, you're in your early 30s. And they look at me and they're like, that's true. It is true. So, yes, that's, it's going to be, people are there, some people are there going, yeah, it's true. Wrong. Wow. Gold, you're in your late 20s. If gold and silver was your favourite Pokemon generation, you're in your late 20s now. If it was like Pokemon Fire Red or, you know, Pokemon Leaf Green or whatever else, then you're probably in your kind of mid to early 20s. Yes. Mine was 3rd generation. You played green. There is a list somewhere. I'm going to find a list of exactly how it goes. Pokemon Gold is the best and I'm 31. Take that, Josh. I never finished Pokemon Gold. I will get round to it at some point. But no, the next Was It Good is going to be a complete playthrough of Pokemon Red and Blue. Because, I mean, there's very, very few differences in them. It's pretty much just, you know, the only difference is the background colour if you play on a Game Boy Color and a couple of Pokemon. That's pretty much it. But the review, the Was It Good, is mostly going to be, oh, Moose, my goodness, thank you very, very much for the donation. That's incredibly kind of you, man. Pokemon Diamond and Pearl is the best. A contrarian out here, I see. Interesting. Coming in and just fighting and just arguing and just making everyone mad and upset. Ooh, I got a ring. Okay, so Brass Topaz Ring does nothing. Base Ring of Light casts light on me the entire time. Yes! I feel like there's a spotlight on me. I like it. We're keeping it. So the next question is, eventually I'm going to finish Oblivion. It's going to take a while because I'm going to do at least some of the extra expansions and stuff. But when I finish Oblivion, there's a couple of things we could do. Because on YouTube, obviously, I'm like an MMORPG guy. So we could finish Oblivion and return to Guild Wars 1. We could play Guild Wars 2. We could look at Lost Ark. We could jump back into New World. Or we could either play Skyrim or Morrowind. Now, I know that as an MMORPG YouTuber, it's probably quite a bad idea to, you know, spend multiple hours every week replaying Morrowind, but you all know that I'm not exactly the greatest idea haver when it comes to videos. And I think that doing what I find fun and what we all enjoy going through is much better in the end. So I'm thinking that Morrowind might need to happen. I want to replay Morrowind just because Morrowind was broken. You could make some dumb spells in Morrowind, couldn't you? You really could make some dumb spells. Fisting Skyrim with a load of mods to make punching in Skyrim work. Go for Guild Wars. I do want to finish Guild Wars 1 at some point. I really do. I was super enjoying playing Guild Wars 1, and I will get back to it. The only problem is that it's just such... There's so much stuff that I want to do. Oh my goodness. Zuchi, thank you very, very much. Thanks for great entertainment. I heard you want to have $1 million in your bank. Can't do that, but here you go. Thank you, man. Yeah, one day, I've never hidden this. One day I would love to be a millionaire, but I want to do it in an ethical way. I want to do it by entertaining people and providing people what I think is fair value. I don't want to do it by, tricking or lying to people. I'm not going to sell you NFTs, all right? Put it that way. I was speaking to someone a few days ago, and I had to break it down. I had to explain to them how you scam people. You know what? If you want to scam people with NFTs, if you can sleep at night after doing that, I'm not going to endorse you, but let me give you a step-by-step guide on how to do it. Okay? Because I think that it's super important. It's super education. Education is important. And if I educate you on how people are doing it, you will work out how to do it. Let's imagine I go to some magical, mystical NFT people and I create a picture. One NFT. Just a single one. Just one magical NFT, and it's on sale. It's not worth anything and no one wants it, but it's there. And what I do is I go to Callum. I go to Callum Upton, my friend, and I say, hey Callum, here's £110 in real life. Buy my NFT for £100. Keep the tenner. That's my favour to you. So he buys the NFT off me for £100. And this NFT then has one trade listed on it on the blockchain, which never lies, for £100. And then I go to somebody else, another friend of mine, and I give them £120. And I say, hey, could you buy that off, Callum for this amount of money? And they do it. And by now, I am, a couple of £100 down, but then Callum gives me the money back in secret. And then I go to a few more of my friends, and I say, hey, here's the actual money, buy this from me. And what happens is, I'm actually selling the NFT to my friends. A big circle. And the money isn't actually leaving our circle. But the blockchain is recording multiple sales, slowly increasing. Here's the trick. All I need to do is wait for someone who's not in my friendship group to see the NFT increasing in value, increasing in trade value, and think, hey, I could get in on this, because look, it's sold for 100, and then 110, and then 120, then 130, 140, and then finally, someone who's not in my group buys it. And that's when I win. Because as soon as someone who's not in my group buys it, the money has entered my group from someone outside of my group. And therefore I keep it. So let's do this with 100. Let's say that I set up 100 shell companies, which is actually very easy to do. It's remarkably easy to set up a shell company in pretty much any country. That's just a company that has no physical actual trading address. You can even, if you Google shell companies, this was in the Panama Papers years ago. A shell company can be registered to pretty much any address. And there's actually a building in, I think it's America, with about 1,000 companies registered to it. Now, this is not financial advice at all. This is just stuff that you can do. You can register your company to any address. You can have 10 companies under, your control, making 100 NFTs with one of the companies, and then just trade the NFTs between the companies repeatedly, for weeks. Eventually, someone who's not in your company will see these being traded for weeks and think, oh man, I need to get into this. and then they'll buy it from you. And then you don't buy it back. Why do you think NFT bros want you to think their pictures have value? Why do you think they're so, you know, focused on making you think it's worth money? Because it's only worth money if you think it's worth money. It's only valuable if you want it. It's one of those things where if nobody wants the NFT, nobody's going to pay for the NFT. It's only valuable to someone who thinks they can sell it to somebody else. That's what it is. And it irritates me because it's taking advantage of people. Anything that isn't that a crime? Technically, what is and isn't a crime is... it's remarkably complicated in the NFT space because it's so new. Do you think it's weird that when they said, hey, we're going to tax capital gains from crypto, NFTs went straight up? And now they're saying, hey, we're going to, tax gains from NFTs. Soon, people are just pumping them to get there. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. That's a ton of overhead and labour, not something regular people can do. NFTs are stupid. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. All right, go to Braville. Killed the Oblivion gate. Where's Braville? Where are you, Braville? Show me where you are. You are directly south of me. Ah, I see a Clanfear. Clanfear has escaped. People say, you don't want to just right-click and save an NFT. It's not about the picture. It's not about the artwork. Because if it was about the artwork, it would be terrible because the artwork is shit. It's about flexing. That's all it is. It's about the flex. It's the same reason people go and buy $1,000 steaks. It's not about the fact that it's a nice steak. Oh, thank you, guards. I appreciate you helping me out. See? You are good people. Oh, there's actually quite a few of them. It's about $1,000 steak. It's digital tulips. It's the flex. People do it to prove they can. If anyone ever spends more money than they need to prove that they're better than someone else, that person is a dick. Like, that's just... That's not up for discussion. If you ever spend more money than you need to because spending the extra money gives you a feeling of superiority over other people, you're just a douche. You don't need to. It's also a... It's a huge sign of a lack of confidence. If you spend extra money because you want to flex on other people who can't, if you need to get your confidence boost from doing that, you're a deeply troubled individual. You're a deeply troubled person. I mean, I've seen people, say, hey, why did you buy that jumper that's exactly the same as that jumper, but that one's got a logo on it? Oh, it just makes me feel better than other people. Wow. Wow. Lonely, thank you very, very much for the gift subs. That's remarkably kind of you. That's a dong move. It is, man. It really is. The entire city of Miami. It's crazy. It is. Oh, my goodness. Lonely, thank you so much. Yeah, gifted a lot. 15 in total. Flex sub. I think Asmon compares NFTs to Beanie Babies. Yeah, it is. It's exactly compared to Beanie Babies. They are valuable because people think they are valuable, and they will remain valuable until people think they aren't. And a lot of people have messaged me and said, oh, Josh, that's just like regular money. That's how normal money works. And I'm like, yeah, the difference is normal money won. The point of the NFT is to convince people it's valuable. Normal money has already done that. We've already convinced enough people that normal money is valuable. That's done well. Yes, I get that it's a system built on no actual foundation, but the foundation is everyone agreeing it exists. And everyone agrees normal money kind of exists because governments will take it and governments will back it and companies want it and people say it's great and stuff like that. Yeah. The problem now... Oh, where is that you? There's the dude. There you are. Hey, I killed the thing.
It was you that closed that Oblivion gate, wasn't it? That was a brave thing to do.
It was a brave thing to do. Thank you. Send some aid to Bruma.
Thank you for closing the Oblivion gate that was threatened.
You'll send your guards. Good man. Good man. Right. One more thing for Bruma sorted. We are sorting Bruma's problems out, man. We are sorting Bruma's problems out. New iteration of FIFA Ultimate Team cards could be an NFT. Yeah. The best way to think of NFTs is forget the pictures. All right, forget the pictures completely. Imagine that I just have 100 codes. That's all I have. I have 100 codes. I have 100 random strings of numbers and codes. And I convince you that you want these codes. They don't do anything. I just convince you that you want them. I'm trying to find out where the next place to go is. Oh, looks like we're all the way over there in just straight north. Okay, cool. I convince you these 100 codes are good because in the future you might be able to sell them to somebody else. Forget the picture. The picture is irrelevant, just the code. And now, in order to make the codes a little bit easier to, visualize, because long strings of numbers are quite annoying to picture in your head, just give them a random picture. Give them because it's not non-fungible picture, it's non-fungible token. Give them a random picture. So there's 100 random pictures, 100 random codes. And when you buy the NFT, what you're buying is the code. You're not buying the picture. You're not buying the rights to the picture. You're not buying, distribution rights to it. You're not buying production rights to it. You're just buying the code that I happen to have generated. And that has been represented by a picture. If someone else copies the picture and says, hey, this is mine now, you don't have any legal right to say, it's not yours, it's mine. Because what you've got is the code. You have the code. My green screen is really working overtime today. Yeah, what you're doing is you're buying the code represented. Why am I blue? That's a good question. That is a very good question. My green screen decided... Come on, green screen. Come on, green screen, we can do this. I believe in you. Let's just... Hang on. Come on. Well done. Good jump. Oh, excellent jump. Well done there. Oh, thanks, Piper. Yes, I'm glad that you cleaned my eye. That was the bit that needed cleaning. Excellent. Right. That's probably why I'm blue. Here we... Right. So I'm just... I guess we're playing... Oh, thanks, Piper. I guess we're playing like this now. For those of you who've not been in the stream before, this is actually how I do my hair. This is how my hair is styled. I have a little dog called Piper. This is Piper. Let me say hello, Piper. Come here. It's okay. Come here. Yeah. Now, Piper likes lying on my shoulder and falling asleep. So she also likes licking my face. If she's not... There we go. If she's not licking my face, she will be lying on my shoulder like this and falling asleep. That's what she does. This is her day. Her day goes from having food to having licks to being picked up to being cuddled to licking me. That's it. This is one of my dogs. If you've not been on the stream before, this is one of my dogs. I have another dog. Apollo, come here. Apollo, you must be picked up. People wish you now. Come here. Piper, stop getting jealous. So, Apollo is being green screened away. That's what he is. Apollo is floofy. Look at him. He is... hang on. We've got to change the green screen so everyone gets the true Apollo experience with this. Apollo is a super floofy dog. He is made... There's the chroma key. Why am I blue? Like, what's happened with the color correction? We've gone to hue shift. Let's just hue shift back to, like... Why am I green now? Oh, a lot of things are going wrong at the same time. It's okay, don't worry, we can do this. Chroma key, similarity, not all the way. Yeah, let's just... it's because the door is open to the other thing. We've got yellow light coming in. This is fine. This is Apollo. Apollo, it's because of new viewers. I blame all of you. Apollo is a lovely dog. Look at him. He is super floofy and super white. And now he's just pinned his face. He's pinned his face on my arm and now just wishes to sleep like this. This is what he does. That's all he does all day. It was, oh guys, it was adorable last night. I was lying in bed and Apollo kind of jumped on bed and burrowed under the covers and then burrowed under my arm and then fell asleep as, like, he made me cuddle him and then fell asleep next to me, and it was absolutely adorable. Right, you've got to head off now, Apollo. You go to your bed now. And I must return. It was so nice. It was super, super adorable. And now I need to make my hair look all good. Okay. I could sort the green screen out. That would be a professional thing to do. But Samuel Spitz, Japanese Spitz. Let's just see if I can... Hang on. Yeah, that... Oh, look at that. That's almost professional. That almost looks like I know what I'm doing. I mean, I don't all the time, but that almost looks like a stream you can rely on. Magic. I mean, the cup is still messed up because the cup is kind of a yellowy green, but I wonder what would happen if I put my Yoshi cup up. Fantastic. This is this is the cup that I'm using from now on stream. From now on, every time we stream, I'm using the bright green Yoshi mug because it just chroma keys it out. This you can still see its face though. That's what you get to see. That's what's going to happen for the rest. That's what's happening for the rest of the stream. Have it in frame 24/7, just somewhere, just in the back, just like there. Just get someone, pay someone to hold it. You're doing a no leveling playthrough. No, we're doing a punching playthrough with intermittent leveling. I'm not leveling. I'm pretty much just punching things, and then we're going through. That's all I'm doing. We're punching things and moving forward. How far away are we in the map? We are bloody miles away. I think this is the last place I need to go to, though, to get aid for Bruma. This is a really long main quest. All I've got to do is, I've got to go around every single... Right, hang on. Swimming mode. Activate New World mode. You can't walk on the base, which is annoying. Because, Amazon promised me that I could. And clearly you can't. Let's just pop over to here and then run this way. Yeah, I've never played. If you're new to the stream, by the way, this is what our hero looks like. Look at him. Look at his gorgeous face. This is a beautiful man right here. This is the hero Kvatch. The hero. Am I planning on covering the core punk MMO? Look, I'm going to cover everything eventually. There's only enough time. Mr. Eyepatch, thank you very much for the donation. That's remarkably kind of you. You're a wonderful human being and a neckbeard. Yes, I am. I do need to deal with this. Thank you for your quality content, which I watch on multiple TVs, as everyone should. It angers me if people watch my videos only once. Just think, guys, if you watch them twice, my view count would double. That's what would happen. And YouTube, if you're watching legally, that's a joke. You don't need to go and check every view. It's okay, YouTube. Don't do that. Oh no, I'm going to incur the wrath of Susan, aren't I? Is she still in charge? I don't really keep up with the YouTube upper management. I'm too busy playing old video games and, cuddling dogs. That's pretty much it. Is that she's still in charge? I think she's still in charge. Oh, hang on. I got punched by something. It's a wolf! Oh, a timber wolf? Yeah. We're not quite at One Punch Man levels yet, but we will get there. We will get to One Punch Man levels eventually. Real Chads watch on 3 or more screens simultaneously. Say timber when he falls. That would have been a good joke. That would have worked well. Does the character use their face as a blade? Yes. My headbutts do slashing damage. But I think he's a beautiful man. He is a beautiful man. So guys, what have you been up to recently? What's everyone been up to this week? Give me a rundown on everything you've done. Bullet pointed. A bear? Alright. Time to fight with bare hands. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, goddamn. This bear's angry. Angry bear. Right. Taking you down, son. Give me your pelt. Going to use that as a warning to all the other bears. Playing Lost Ark. Oh, sweet. How's Lost Ark going? That joke was unbearable. Yeah, it was. Oh, you barely won. These are good. Keep these jokes coming, guys. Keep these jokes coming. Lost Ark. I've not yet played Lost Ark. Can I make a PowerPoint presentation instead? Only if you make a PowerPoint presentation, please tell me if anyone did this in school. You know when you were in primary school, possibly high school, and you had to make a PowerPoint presentation to the rest of the class, and you discovered you could animate the words. And then, one step better, you discovered you could animate the letters. And you have not only every word sliding on, but you go to your next PowerPoint slide, and every letter spins on from the right-hand side, and then just a little noise, like a gunshot happens. So it'll be spinning on, spinning on, spinning on, and it's you need to do an entire paragraph of this, and it takes about 15 actual minutes just to get the slide up. That's what you need to do. That is what PowerPoint was meant for. If they didn't intend it to be done, it shouldn't have been possible to do it. They did it. Every teacher, like I've taught in primary schools, I've taught in secondary schools. If someone did a PowerPoint presentation where that happened, I wouldn't even be mad. I would make them watch the entire thing. That's the best punishment. I would say, you know what? You've committed to this. If that's what we're going to do, that's what we're going to do. Wacky girl, who are you? No one important, wacky girl. Just a guy who plays games. Been playing Final Fantasy XIV and loving it. I do need to get back into FF14. I do need to get back in. My teachers stopped the slides halfway through. They're a coward. Alright, no, they shouldn't have stopped the slides. What you need to do is just make everyone watch it all the time. Don't move on from the lesson until the next one's there. Read Tim Sweeney's Retro on Gears of War. Alright, I'll look into it. Do you keep your mouse in the middle of the screen while watching videos? Right, okay, so here's a bit of truth about teachers and technology. We know exactly what we're doing. We just do a lot of things to irritate you. So if I'm teaching a class and I need to play a video on the whiteboard, I won't maximize the window. I will click and drag in the corner to kind of make it as big as it could possibly be. And then I will open the volume control on the bottom right, and I will slide the volume up to a random number, like 17, and I will leave it there to make sure. I will not click off. And then I'll put the mouse just in the corner, just in where you can see it. And people always go, oh, teachers, they're so useless with technology. We know exactly what we're doing. We know exactly what we're doing. We know how much it annoys you. We do it on purpose. Go and get a better heal from the Mage Academy. We'll get there. We will get there. The best thing is then what you have to do is you have to ask the techie kids, and you have to keep using all of the wrong words. And they say, you know, that Mr. Hayes, you've got to open up the browser. And I'm like, oh, is that the Explorer internet? And they're like, what? I'm like, the blue E, the Explorer internet. They're like Clippy, but for the World Wide Web, the information superhighway. And they're looking at me like, you just got to open Google Chrome. I'm like, right, I'll open the Flaming Fox, and that will get us onto the web-to-net. And then we get on, and I'm like, right. If I need to Google something, I will open Google Chrome. I will go to www.google.com. And then in the search box, I will type whatever I need to find. Then I'll click search. I will drop down. I will right click on the result I want and then choose open in new window. All right, that's what I'll do. I had art teachers who unironically believed this. I thought it's quite funny. You know, it made me laugh. That's a classic. HTTPS. Really go for it. Yeah, just keep telling people that everything that you're doing is ask really basic questions, like, you know, how can I make it louder? What do I need to do? Do I need to go to settings and then control panel and then, you know, mouse? Is it in the mouse? So my professors that can't open a Word document, yeah, sometimes they are just messing with you. Sometimes they are just messing with you. Have I gotten into the habit of treating everyone like children? You know what? It's actually different. I tend to treat children like competent adults because if I want them to grow up into competent adults, I think if I treat them with a modicum of respect and trust, then they will take that respect and trust and do the best they can with it. But then I meet a couple of adults who clearly prove pretty quickly after meeting them they don't deserve that respect or that trust. And so, ironically, those people I have to treat like children. I've actually worked with, in schools and in high schools and primary schools and universities, over time, a lot of remarkably competent younger people and remarkably incompetent older people. Finally got your streams. Have you reached the One Punch Man levels yet? Not yet. Alright, so this dude can't help me until I go and sort out the Oblivion gate, which is pretty freaking standard now. Did I see Asmon talk about New World yesterday? I did not. I've not managed to keep up with Asmon's streams as much as I want to, unfortunately. Should you treat dogs like adults or children? You should treat dogs like slightly furrier members of the family. You should treat dogs well and kindly. And not necessarily like children as much, not infantilizing them, but you should understand that dogs learn differently to the way that humans learn. Dogs learn through repetition, they learn through understanding. Just in general, be kind to them. Treat dogs like dogs, yeah. In like a good, nice, genuine, caring, loving way. What about goldfish? Goldfish deserve more respect. Goldfish are incredible. Corgi best dog, changed my mind. Trick question. Every dog is the best dog. Alright? Every dog, every single dog is the best dog. That's true. It just is. When someone comes up to me and says, I've got the goodest boy, I'm like, you have. And so have I. And so has everyone. It's the way to do it. We rate dogs is spot on. Everyone is 11 out of 10. Even Dog the Bounty Hunter. Especially Dog the Bounty Hunter. Oh, I've come upon an Oblivion gate dominating the landscape outside the wards of Shendenhal. A few Shendenhal guards seem to be patrolling its perimeter. I mean, I'm not particularly bothered about helping them, to be honest. I'm just going to... I could ask them.
I'd advise you to keep your distance from that accursed portal.
And I'd advise you to not. So tell me, what do you think that thing is?
Haven't you heard about these gates to Oblivion opening up all over Tamriel?
Wanted to donate money to get puppies a treat, but having problems with payments, hopefully later. Thanks for the content. Vimes, you take your time. Trust me, I guarantee they are well looked after. I had someone message me a couple of days ago on Discord, I think it was, saying, hey, I want to support you, but I don't want to do a monthly thing on Patreon. I will never tell people to... Have you seen all these clips of like Twitch streamers and YouTubers berating people for not supporting them? Have you seen those before? Where, you get like some incredibly entitled, narcissistic little kid who says things like, if you don't support, you don't deserve to watch and stuff. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. Fallen Knight of the Thorn, you're dead. However, how good is your Steel Cuirass? It's 9. Steel Gauntlet, Steel Greaves, 9, 3, and 3. What's my armour like? I mean, yeah, it's a shame you've died, obviously, but... hang on. Blades, helmet. Dwarven Greaves only have 1 on them. Maybe I can pick up what you've got. So, Steel Gauntlet, Steel Greaves. No helmet, annoyingly. But we'll put you on, so... Steel Gauntlet. Look, Blades Boots only give me 1 defense. But these Steel... I haven't got those. Steel Gauntlets are 3. Steel Greaves are 5. But I need the Bands of Quang Lao. I've still got the Steel Greaves. The Steel Greaves are good. So I've got some new legs. New legs. And we've still got the same old helmets, and that's fine. OMG, is that your character? What is wrong with him? Look. That is the hero of Kvatch. When he was a child, he shut his face in between a door and the door frame for a long time. That's what happened. He's perfect. He's good deep inside. Once you get to know him, he's great. Once you get to know him... I mean, look, he's got a ginger ponytail. What kind of man has a ginger ponytail and can't you trust? He's beautiful. Jar Jar Binks, don't you dare say that Jar Jar Binks looks anything like our beloved Twitch chat. Yeah, so what were we doing on? You can support your stream by chatting about interesting topics. Yeah, pretty much. Someone once asked, Bill Gates, who the most generous person he knows is. And Bill Gates had a really interesting answer where he said something like, if you've got £1 million and you give £100 away, that's nice, but percentage-wise of what you've got, it's not that much. If you've got £100 and you give £10 away, even though it's not as much in total, it's still actually a much greater percentage of what you have. So the idea, or the way that I look at it, is a lot of people have a lot of different financial situations. If you are in a comfortable financial situation and you believe that supporting someone is financially viable for you, sweet, go ahead, do it. If you are not in a comfortable financial situation, I'm still going to provide the stuff that I do for free for everyone. There's no video on YouTube that's locked behind membership. There's no Twitch streams that are sub-only. The Patreons apart from getting their name in the front and start and end of the video, they don't actually get anything else. Occasionally I'll drop a message to people on Patreon being like, hey, thanks for the support, got a new video coming out, here's like the schedule. But there's nothing important that you're missing if you're not there. Why does a Daedra have a lockpick? Why doesn't he lockpick? He doesn't. Hey, look, maybe it's his hobby. Maybe it's his hobby. Thank you very much, Mar, for the bits. That's remarkably kind of you. Right, where am I going? Where's the tower? There, the tower. Let's just walk in a straight line toward the tower. Forget, who cares about any of this? Let's just walk in a straight line directly toward the tower and see if we can get in. See? Look, straight line. You don't need your fancy dandy paths. Paths are for cowards. We are just going to Skyrim up. Oh, hello, you. Hello there. Oh, I've located a Dunmer and a Breton in the Oblivion plane. They look wounded and shaken. Hey, how's it going, man?
It's good to see a friendly face. I feared we'd never see anyone from Cyrodiil again.
My face is friendly.
I know you must have many questions. Speak with Farwell, and he'll answer them for you.
I will. My main question is...
It's about time someone got here. What took you so long?
I don't like your tone, Farwell. Change it. Alright? Change... That attitude is not going to get you far in life. Let's just... Maybe we got off on the wrong foot. Maybe you're having a bad day. Alright? I understand. Everyone's got challenges. Everyone's got problems, trials and tribulations. Let's just chill out. Farwell, what's going on? Who are you?
Who am I? I'm shocked you don't know. My name is Farwell Indris, son of Count Andel Indris of Cheydinhal. The wounded one is Brennan Senyon. We are members of the Knights of the Thorn. We've sworn to protect Cheydinhal from any threat, and we've entered this Oblivion Gate to do just that.
Welcome, Magnus. Welcome to anyone who's new, by the way. If you didn't wear a collared shirt, buttoned down a couple of buttons, with well-coiffed hair, we should seek a wellness check. Yeah, pretty much. If this ever changes, send someone. Send help. Who were you again? I mean, yeah, who was he again? So, are you knights? What are the Knights of the Thorn, mate?
We are knights sworn to uphold the laws of Cheydinhal. We fear no being, and we strike fast and true as lightning. Many wish to join our ranks, as we are of the highest echelon.
Guy knows what he's on about.
Only a select few may join the finest force ever to grace the lands of Cyrodiil. Until now,
You numbered 7. You sucked. What got me hooked on the fantasy genre? When I was a kid in primary school, we had a pretty well-stocked library in our primary school. Wasn't big, but you can go and grab random books and whatnot. And I remember picking up a book about knights and medieval castles and warfare and armour and stuff like that. And it was one of those super childish books that you can flick through, and there's like a cartoon drawing of a knight with little arrows pointing to the helmet and the visor and the shield and the sword, and there's little facts and figures. The kind of child-friendly history books that you would flip through, and there'd be a page about jousting, and then there'd be like a double-page spread of one knight charging another with a king in the background, kind of like the horrible histories, stuff like that. And then I discovered the fighting fantasy novels by Ian Livingstone, the ones like Death Trap Dungeon, the ones like City of Thieves, where it would be like, if you want to go left, turn to page 12. If you want to go right, turn to page 97. And you'd have your own adventure and you'd flick through them and you'd make notes of what you picked up and stuff. And that was an amazing way of going on a really cool adventure in a book. I love that kind of stuff. And then I got into the kind of horror style because I love the Goosebump books. But the Goosebumps actually had those choose your own scare adventures. And they were really cool. One of them I remember, there was a Goosebumps book set in, it was like a shopping mall after hours, and then it became more of like a magician's shop. You went into a magician's shop and you fell into like this fragmented reality of various ways to die, and you had to try and escape, and it was super cool. I don't remember the exact name of the book. I'll probably go and look up after this stream actually. But I loved the choose your own adventure Goosebumps books, the choose your own adventures fighting fantasy. In fact, one thing that I want to do on YouTube at some point is do a choose your own adventure YouTube series of videos. So it'll be like a 5-minute video, and at the end of the video it will say, if you want to turn left, click here with a video hyperlink. If you want to turn right, click here with another video hyperlink, and you'll click there and it'll take you to a video that continues the adventure that you've chosen. So if I were to do that, I'm going to have to write like 50 videos, and then I'm going to have to upload them backwards so I can link to the continuation, if you will, of the adventure, and then work out the way that they'll cross over with each other and stuff. And it'd be a crazy complicated thing to do, like a YouTube RPG, but I'm sure someone has done something like that already. Yeah, Markiplier has done something like it already. It's a really complicated thing to do. So these dudes, Farwell, I'm not bothered about helping him, to be honest, at all.
Wait, I have much to tell you.
You have much to tell me, do you?
It's about time.
Right, what about the Oblivion Gate?
I set out with the rest of the knights to dispatch this blemish on the face of our fine world. When we arrived, we were overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed?
I myself was able to kill perhaps 200 of them, but they just kept coming. Only Brennan and I remain alive.
2 is 40, by the way.
However, with you here now, we can take the sigil stone from that citadel and complete our quest for the good of all Jadenhall. Huzzah!
I do have a soft spot for anyone who ends a sentence with huzzah. Like, if someone ends it with huzzah, I'm thinking, I want to be friends with that guy. I don't care what adventure he's going on, I want to be friends with that guy. What do I think of Kira TV? I think he's a lovely guy. I think he puts out some really high quality videos. I think he's consistent. I think he works really hard. I've had a chat with him before. I've got nothing bad to say about him. I don't know him super deeply, but he's been accommodating when he's chatted to me. He's been really nice. He's reached out to me for a couple of things before. Just seems like a genuine person. I'd like to meet up with him in real life and have a drink sometime. Me, Callum and Kira could physically do that, because I think that's quite a cool thing to do. Right, mate, let's get you out of here.
Are you mad? A Knight of the Thorn never returns home until the mission is done. It's our way. Now,
Okay.
in my father's name, as Count Indris of Jadenhall, I order you to lead me to that sigil stone. I suggest we use the Raymond Sweep formation. You'll assault, and we'll guard the rear flank. Onward and upward! Huzzah!
Yeah, your huzzahs are really,
The path is yours. Lead on.
they're really grating on me, mate. If you don't order me to do anything, all right? Look at this face. Look at this face. Hang on. This is not a face you order to do things. Look, if I shake my head, I'm basically a fan. I've just realised that. I can move a lot of air doing this. Like, I could waft someone away. Look, this is not a face you order around. You don't tell people, you don't tell this face what to do. Probably could swim backwards. I could. You are lucky I don't punch. Hang on, I can... No. Hang on. Hang on. I'm just going to quick save this in case this is a bad idea. I'm sure someone... What? You can't... Oh no, you can't get them down the steps. I was going to push him into the lava. I'm not going to lie, that was originally the plan. He was going to go... You can't push him that way. You can't push... You can't... There's nothing else you can do. Maybe if he follows me? He does. Right. Fallen Knight of the Thorn. I wonder. I think we might be able to. We've got to move slowly, because you kind of edge every time, and it pushes you around slightly. He's got his hitbox is a bit weird, but I wonder, because the dude he ordered me to do something, which I think is a bit of a dick move. Like, you want me to do something? Ask nicely, ask kindly. Fare thee well, child. I like he was just staring at me. He's like, yep, this is my fate. This is my fate. This is what's happening. No. Come this way. Alright, you were the test. You, my friend, unfortunately, are just... You are just an unfortunate victim in all this. Again, I'm not... Don't. What? Like, if you can teleport, just tell me. Just... Maybe we should push you off this edge instead. Hang on. Let's just see what happens. It's the face. He's looking at me like, It's such a smug grin. Like, he's so proud of himself. Like, if we do that and then quickly turn around while you're still falling. He's what? He's just... Oh, now he's angry. Now he's really annoyed. Okay, now he seems really upset. If I do it again, do you get even more angry? Just hang on. If we do it again, is he even more annoyed? Yeah, now he's really angry. Let's just... Okay, he's very annoyed. We'll leave him there for a bit. We don't need to... Looks like he's losing... He is losing health very slowly. I mean, he wants to be a knight, so... He can do his own thing. I'll take care of this one. But what? Farwill has been slain. I should take the signet from his body. Oh, what a shame. Oh, what a terrible, terrible... Oh, no, Farwill. Oh, no. No. Oh, what a shame. Knight of the Thorn Medallion, signet ring, gold. He's not going to need it, is he? Steel boots, because they're probably better than my boots currently. My boots give 1. They're useful. Let's just get rid of those boots. They're stupid boots. Let's go with the better boots. Steel gauntlets I don't need because I'm using the Indoril thingies. Where were the good boots? Yeah, where were the good boots? I did take them, didn't I? Oh, there they are. Sweet. Alright, cool. Oh, yeah, we're looking better. Oh, what a shame. What a... Are you and you fighting each other? Alright, let's just get some punching going on. Oh, that was a dude that was... Oh, no, you died as well. No, we've got two things now, then. If in doubt, block an arrow with your bare hands. With your arms. I'm good at... Oh, Dremora Mace. Interesting. Daedra Heart. I could get the barbed arrow, but I'm not going to use it. He's beautiful. What are you saying? Oh, I'm no longer special. He died with a great huzzah. He must have shouted huzzah when he died. Right, how do you move an object again? There's a button, isn't there? There's a button to move an object. Sure there is. It's like X or something. There's Z. Hang on. Farwill, you deserve better than this, but this is what you're going to get. You fought well, Farwill. You fought well. And now you... Come on. Come on. Come on. This way. This is top Twitch content right here. Farwill, come on. You and me. I'm going to do this. Quick save. Let's give Farwill the traditional farewell greeting. There we go. Just one quick punch. It's a quick slap. Off you go, Farwill. Into the river with you. Into the river. You didn't even go in the river. God's sake, you can't even... Oh, fine. You know what? Fine. I'm not helping him. You can't miss the river. Like, there's just river down here. You can't miss this bit, can you? He didn't even go in the river. He can't even die right. Right, come on. In the... That's quite a cool pose. In the river you go. There we go. Farewell. Farewell, my child. You did well. And by well, I mean terribly. He did not do well. Even in death, I still serve. Oh, if he wishes he was a dreadnought. Alright. I like how the Dremora... I hope the Dremora were watching from their window. And they're going to be like, oh, damn, that guy's hardcore. You know, his own comrades died. And his first reaction was to throw them into a river of blood. That's a pretty hardcore thing to do. You know, I think we're pretty tough. Look, Mr. Frodo, a doorway. Come on, you. Let's start the punching early, shall we? As long as you guys don't have any more Daedroths in here, we'll be alright. Because it's the Daedroths that hurt me. The Emperor sent me here. Welcome. Hope the Emperor's doing well. You should install the Oblivion mod, Terry Pratt. Oh, I'll have a look into that if he actually wrote one. I mean, yeah, my first reaction to loot the corpses, then throw them in. I'm not a monster. Ah, there you are. I'm going to loot the corpses. I'm not wasteful. Alright? I'll happily kill people, but I care about recycling. Look. I'm very eco-friendly. This game requires me to kill a lot of people. But that doesn't mean that I can't use their gold, or their armour, or their potions, or their corpses for other purposes, like throwing into a river, or spending in shops. It's all about being eco-friendly. You can't claim to be eco-friendly if you're not willing to throw a corpse into a lava river. That's something a lot of people forget. A lot of people. It's reducing the carbon output. That's what it is. The biggest carbon output, obviously, is other people or things. So we are reducing that. And in doing so, making the world a better place. Should be a necromancer when you can really recycle. I've said it before, I'll say it again. A necromancer is just a really late cleric. A necromancer is a cleric with terrible timing who procrastinates a little bit too much. Because, I mean, technically you're healing someone. You're just a tad late. That's what it is. I truly believe a necromancer is just a really badly timed cleric. And you can argue, but I'm right. I am right. I'm currently silenced, so I cannot heal myself. Argue all you want. A necromancer is just a badly timed cleric. Oh, I jumped this way thinking it would be the same as the last time where I'd be able to go somewhere else, but I can't. I can't this time. You can't silence fists. Yeah, all the necromancer wants to do is raise a family. Yeah, take that. Potion of feather. I'll take that as well. Oh, even higher up that way. Yeah, all the necromancer wants to do is just sit back, chill out, raise a family. That's his ultimate goal. A necromancer is a cleric with bad timing. At least the necromancers that I play are clerics with bad timing. Isn't that the origin story of Liliana? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Liliana just kind of wanted do her own thing for a bit. Oh, don't need to open you. Do need to find wherever the up. That's not up. Oh, God, there's a Daedroth. Okay, so Daedroths are pretty tough, and I can't really tank these guys yet. Yeah, these guys do way more damage to me than I'm able to take on, so... Oh, no! It's a slow opening door. I did not want the slow opening door. Okay, I'm going to die. Yep, I'm dead. Okay, quick load. It's fine. Don't worry. We're all good. We're all good. Where was the last place we quick loaded and quick saved? We're in the right place. Don't point that out. There's no point arguing with you. What are we having a look at? Glenn, you can argue. You can argue as much as you want. I mean, I'll be right. Because we've spoke about this before. We've spoke about the hierarchy of correctness and the way it goes. So, YouTubers are right pretty much all the time. The hierarchy of correctness goes, at the very top, scientists. We've discussed this. Underneath scientists, very close, but underneath, YouTubers. Underneath that, everyone else. But by like a large margin. Someone has to be right. I mean, I would agree with you, but then we'd both be wrong. That's the way it works. Let's just pick up whatever you had. But you're a streamer right now. That's true. Where do Twitch streamers go? They're actually equal to YouTubers, but only in this specific instance. Who knew being a necromancer would be a dead-end job? Get it. Yes, it does. Do engineers count as scientists? No. You're only an engineer if, first of all, you remind people constantly that you're an engineer. Like, how many of us have engineer friends who don't know that they're engineers? No one. If your friend is an engineer, you know. Because part of engineering school, I am convinced, is how to tell everyone all the time that you're an engineer. That's what it is. If you aren't telling everyone that you know, literally all the time, the worst person to know is a vegan engineer who does keto and CrossFit. If you know a keto vegan engineer who does CrossFit, their entire life is telling people who they are. That's all they do. They don't do anything else. It's tiring. It's super tiring. Hang on, we're getting into a lot of punching here. Okay, this dude is doing a hell of a lot more damage than I expected him to. And I'm taking a lot of damage. I think I might need to spam some health potions in a second. I also have a standing desk. If you've got a standing desk, you've got to tell people. Isn't that just the same as a YouTube intro? Yes, it is. Engineers are not scientists because they actually get stuff done. Oh, engineers arguing with scientists. Standing desks are awful. Happy. My father's an engineer. He can't tell a soul what he does. Is this modded Oblivion? No. No, this is not modded Oblivion, and I'll tell you why. Because why would you mod what's already perfect? Why would you change what's already, top? When you reach max level, you stop leveling. Modding Oblivion, oh man, that's like putting tomato sauce on a Wagyu steak. You don't need to. It's perfect the way it is. You don't... Look at that character creator. I don't even know why they bothered making any other character creators after they finished Oblivion's character creator. When you hit the top, you pretty much stay there. CrossFit is just angry Jim. CrossFit is, hey, what's the fastest way I can injure myself in the gym? It's just silly. It's about 3. Let's round it to 5. It's true. It's very true. CrossFit is, hey, let's find out the fastest way that I can do something really dangerous and injure myself. It is very risky to do CrossFit in the gym. It seems like the way to burn the maximum amount of calories with the minimum amount of safety. That's what I seem to think CrossFit is. It's like, hey, we're going to do all of the exercise as fast as we can, but if any of this messes up, we're going to get really badly injured. That's... Have you seen the way CrossFitters do pull-ups? Because there's like a challenge to do as many pull-ups as you possibly can. And CrossFitters do this weird thing where they like start swinging their body in a circle formation, using their legs and everything, getting some kind of rotational momentum built up. And it's meant to be able to count as a chin-up, because you just keep swinging your body to it. It's awful. First of all, it's not a pull-up. You're not using the same muscles that a pull-up is meant to train. Being able to do 100 pull-ups, if you don't do them with good form, that's not... No one is impressed by the fact that you can do 100 cheating pull-ups. That, you don't get... That's like saying, hey, I can answer all these quiz questions provided you give me all the answers in a book next to me. No one's impressed by that. You need to... It's impressive that you can do 100 pull-ups normally because it's difficult to do them. If you make something easy to do, we aren't impressed when you do it. That people don't seem to get this. They're like, hey, I made this really easy and now I can do it. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's like running down the stairs or falling down the stairs. It's the same thing. CrossFit is trying to do normal exercise. Okay, so CrossFit is people who want to get fit in the gym, but people who want to do it in like an energetic, fun, kind of silly way, and they want to do everything. So you'll do like 2 pull-ups, and then you'll run and do 2 press-ups, then you'll jump on top of a box, then you'll grab some ropes and wiggle it round. It's basically fitness for people who can't pay attention to a single exercise for more than like 10 seconds. Now, some of it, I'm sure, is fine, and some of it is probably not. Some people say that it's functional fitness, as in you do the actual movements and momentums, and it works and it helps you. It honestly just seems like the fastest way to hurt yourself a lot. Yeah. The gym, it's not that it is or isn't fun, it's more that it's dangerous. Oh god, that's a lot of things attacking me all at once. Thankfully I've got fists. Time to fist my way out of Oblivion. Stop it. Grow up. Alright, I didn't mean it that way and you know I didn't. Alright, oh, hang on. Oh, no. No. When you stare long into the fist also stares into you. Let's try and defeat you. Let's go back over this way. We'll take on 1 enemy at a time. That seems safer. Hello, Mr. Hayes. You're very handsome. Finally, thank you. Why don't more people greet me that way? I've told people before, if you want me to talk to you, that's the way to greet me. And almost no one does. It's just silly. Did you ever grab the heal upgrade spell? No. No, I did not. I have not upgraded my my healing at all. I'm still healing with the basic spell that I start the game with. And I'm still dying to the Daedroth. There we go. Hello, Mr. Hayes. You look handsome. Thank you. Hello, Mr. Hayes, you're okay. I admire your honesty. That's the kind of honesty that I want from more people. Okay, this is not good, because that is a very powerful enemy, and if I stay here, I'm kind of hoping they won't follow me through the door. Yeah, stupid dinosaurs can't use doors. That's why they're not called Dinodoors. Okay, right, quick save, get back on. Hey, Mr. Hayes, I want to see you shirtless. I'll start an OnlyFans, don't you worry. Alright, we'll get there. We'll get the OnlyFans up eventually. The problem is that in order to get the OnlyFans, I'm going to have to like get heavily into fitness. I keep messaging Huel saying, hey, sponsor me because I want some of your stuff, but I don't want to keep buying it. That's probably why they haven't got back to me. Because that was pretty much the email that I sent. Because I bought some of, everyone has got those Huel adverts recently. And I legit bought the stuff. Hang on, right. Gorgeous, could you bring a chocolate Huel up, please? No, chocolate's good. Thank you. Yeah, I just want to prove that I'm not lying to you. Huel, I'll show you what it is. I'm not sponsored, but I'm trying to get them to. Because it's good, but it's expensive. So, it's good. It's just kind of expensive. And I want it, but I don't want to pay for it, if that makes sense. Alright, let's just pop back in here and see what else we can do. Very British exchange of words. Yeah, and I sent them an email pretty much being like, hey, I've got a big YouTube channel. Do you want to send me some free stuff? And they didn't get back to me, which I thought was sad. I thought that they're missing a trick there. They really should have got back to me. So there's 2 products they do. Well, no, there's 3. There's kind of meal replacement shakes, which I'm going to drink now.
It's not cold.
That's fine. Thanks very much, gorgeous.
It's all right.
So this one's just a meal replacement shake. It's not one of those. It's not one of those protein shakes because it's got a load of carbohydrates in it. And the reason I discovered this was recently. My partner had quite a bit of dental pain going on, and she couldn't eat solid food. So we had to try and find like a meal replacement for her that she'd be able to drink. But all of the meal replacement shakes are all low calorie. You know, because you go to a meal replacement thing and it's like, oh yeah, only 150 calories. We didn't actually want low calorie. We wanted regular, normal, full calorie, but in a drink. And that's what we went for. And Huel was the only thing that did that. So it's basically just like a... It's not a milkshake, because there's no milk in it, there's no dairy. It's pretty much just like oats and stuff. But I was looking into it, so... It's got a lot... It's 40% protein, 20% fat, 20% carbs, a bit of salt, bit of sugar, bit of saturates, and it's just seeds. Water, pea protein, tapioca flour, oats, cocoa powder, flax seeds. Yeah, it's pretty much just seeds ground up with flavour. I like it. I'm not sponsored. I'm just trying to get them to sponsor me. Pea protein is in like the little green things. Stop it. Grow up, all of you. So yeah, I was just super impressed with it, and then I dropped them an email, and they haven't got back to me, and I'm really salty about that, because they're nice, but they're like £2.50 each, and I'm not keen on buying them repeatedly. That's probably why they don't want to sponsor me, because I just say things like that. They're like, "Hey Josh, what do you think of Huel?" I'm like, "It's good, but it's expensive. If you could send me some stuff so I don't need to keep buying it, that'd be great." Yeah. I'm pretty much just going to use sponsors to get shit that I want. I won't lie, but I will use it to get stuff that I want. What's my workout regime going? Am I a cardio guy? No, cardio is awful. Cardio is literally... It's great, don't buy it. That's a lot of people... I get it for free, but I wouldn't pay for it. What a brilliant... Yeah, that's it. That would be the ad. That would be the sponsored section. For like, hey guys, I'm sponsored by Huel. I think it's great because they send it me for free, but like it's pretty expensive for what you get. But no, I liked it. Something else that they did, and again, this isn't sponsored. I just like talking about stuff that I enjoy. You can get powdered meals. If you've ever been camping, powdered meals are actually pretty useful. And the ones that I've tried from them so far are there's like a macaroni and cheese one. The mac and cheese, really nice. Like, legit nice. You just pour water into it and then mix it and then wait for 5 minutes and then just eat it, and it's mac and cheese pasta but with added protein and super. It's great because I'm lazy. I'm really lazy. I don't want to bother actually making full-on mac and cheese. It's just like Kraft mac and cheese packs with extra protein, and I liked it. I thought it was good. Yeah, dehydrated food, it can be decent. I thought it was nice. But until they get back to me and say, hey, here's a sponsorship, I will continue buying it like a regular... Any other view modes? Yeah, you can do this. We can play like this. We get those in the military all the time. Oh, yeah, the daily rations and stuff. They're not bad, are they? Honestly, they're not that bad. Aren't the meal replacements depriving you of a lot of calories and nutrients? That's what I was impressed with Huel for. Like, it legitimately isn't. So, I'm looking down, and you get, like, 50% of vitamin A, D, E, K, C. There's a massive list of stuff on it of what I got, and I was really impressed. I mean, this entire bottle is, I think, 400 calories, which is basically a meal. Yeah, I was impressed with it. What is wrong with my head? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you want about? It's perfect. He said our product is not that bad. Sponsor this man. Isn't the Huel drink just a better smoothie? Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Just a smoothie made out of proteiny stuff that tastes all right. It's always strange whenever I say that I like anything because people immediately assume that I'm trying to sell it to you. I'm not. I'm just talking about stuff that I like. Like, I like a lot of things. I like a lot of stuff. And I think a lot of things are pretty good quality. And if I talk about something... I've had sponsors offer me a lot of money to say something that is bad is good. And I've said no. And I've then had sponsors offer me a lot less money. Oh, bouquet of flowers on the chair. That's nice. I've had sponsors offer me a lot less money to say something that is good is good. And I'll take that. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I take the sponsorships that I actually want. Sometimes I'll even seek them out. I'll literally, you know, I'll seek out people and be like, hey, sponsor me. Like I'm trying to do with Huel.
With a possible attack.
Hey, dude, I've...
Please, although I'm concerned about the safe return of my son and the closing of the gate, please see Aminus Gregory for... with a possible...
Aminus Gregory. Where's Aminus Gregory? Where are you? Aminus Gregory. I've got to talk to you, Aminus. Animus, where would you be? Right, I closed the Oblivion Gate. I should speak to the Count about sending aid. Like, you're the Count?
Please, although I'm concerned about...
Mate, don't be concerned about your son. Your son's dead, mate. I mean, I can even... You know what I'll do? I'll put on Signet Ring and the medallion.
Please.
Wow. He didn't even notice. He didn't even notice. He didn't seem bothered I killed his son, did he?
What do you want?
I want to know where Aminus Gregory is.
If the guards don't do something about...
Mate, I've killed the Oblivion Gate. You're welcome. I've already solved it. It's finished. It's done, mate. Completed it. Don't punch him. If Blizzard paid you in Huel, you wouldn't shut the door on them. Ooh. Ooh, that's an interesting sponsorship. No, Blizzard tried to get me to say that their new Hearthstone game mode was good. And they said, how much would we have to pay you? And I responded, nothing. Just make a good game. And they're like, oh yeah, we can't do that. They didn't say that literally, but that's what I think that's what in my mind they said. They were like, hey Josh, what are your going rates for advertising a game? I'm like, oh yeah, that's pretty simple. Just make a really good game. Like, if you make a good game, I'll just make a video on it saying it's good. If you make a shit game and pay me to say it's good, just take the money you were going to pay me and put it into making your game good. Not a difficult concept. You've got tens of thousands, but possibly hundreds of thousands of pounds to throw around on advertising. Take it from the advertising budget and put it into the development budget. It's not a difficult concept. All right. Okay, cool. I should speak to the Count about sending aid to Bruma. Map, Count's there. So the Count isn't telling me. Look.
Please.
Mate. Please see Aminus Gregory. Aminus Gregory. Where's Aminus Gregory? Do we have to search for Aminus Gregory now? Is he like a dude around here? Could someone Google this and work out where the heck Aminus Gregory even is? That'd be the... was this the offer for the Blizzard ad mercenaries? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. When I need to chill, I can always count on... Oh, thank you. Thank you, boy. I try. I've not yet tried Elden Ring. No. No, I do want to at some point. Where the heck is Aminus Gregory? Where would he be? He's not behind me. Don't say he's behind you. Oh, no, he isn't. We're not doing this. All right? We're not... Barracks of the castle. Thank you. Thank you. Now I can get to the barracks of the castle. We can work out where he's... Oh, hang on. Knights of the Thorn Lodge. Probably there. Let's go. Let me know. Can't wait for New Year. When Oblivion Gate, he is sent to keep an eye on it. Oh, right. Gotcha. He's the dude by the Oblivion Gate. Oh, so we've got to let him know the dude dies. I've seen GW send cool boxes with less outreach than you. So there you get some free Warhammer shit. The reason that I'm not going to get free Warhammer shit is because I really like Warhammer and really dislike Games Workshop. Like whenever someone says to me, what's your opinion on Warhammer? I'm like, Warhammer is fucking awesome. Games Workshop is absolutely not. And there's going to be some Games Workshop dude watching this stream thinking, well, now I'm not going to send you anything free. Fine. You don't need to. I mean, yeah, it would... I want free stuff. Everyone wants free stuff. But unfortunately, I'm not going to say that a company is great when they aren't. I will happily say that... Where are we going? Where do we go to get out of here? How do we leave? I'm guessing it's that way. Yeah, I mean, free stuff's better than paying for it, which is fine. Why not? Games Workshop have spent so much effort and so much time and so much money in making sure the players have a worse experience. They've taken away so many of the... Where the heck was the Oblivion gate? Like, we've got to speak to this dude. A gate... Was he up there or something? He might have been up there. They've spent so much money, and they've killed an Emperor as a text-to-speech device. They got rid of Astartes. They got rid of so much cool stuff. What is the inspiration for the outfit? How did you become a fashion icon? I am very lazy. So, I went to Marks and Spencer's, bought a load of white shirts, went to a charity shop, found you.
You've done it. But what of Farwell?
Someone threw him into a river of lava.
And it's a sad day in Cheydinhall. The knights were boastful louts, but they didn't deserve to be killed. I'll stay here and do a final sweep of the area. You're to report to the Count directly, as he wishes to speak with you.
Yeah, thank you. Right, report to the Count. All you need to do to piss off Games Workshop is to say, I 3D printed a Space Marine. It doesn't even need to be true. It will still work. I will never lie to you. I 3D printed a Space Marine. Couldn't find the print that I wanted. Dude's badass. But I mean, that's not going to save you much money, is it? That's not going to save you much money. That might. That might save you quite a lot of money. I'm not paying 40 quid for a frickin' Tyrannofex. Hey Josh, why aren't you sponsored by Games Workshop? I don't know. I don't know. I can't pinpoint what it is that I do that I think they look at. If you listen really carefully, you can actually hear a Games Workshop lawyer running to find me. That's what it is. If you listen really carefully, you can just about hear the lawyer running to try and work out what's happening. It's too expensive. Yeah, pretty much. It's too expensive. Yeah. 200 for the printer. Delete the VOD fast. Nah, be alright. I mean, what are they going to do? Release another Space Marine? They can't really get angry because I've got the Invictus box behind me. Indomitus, sorry, not Invictus. Invictus is my favourite poem. Indomitus is the name of the box where it's Space Marines versus Necrons. So I bought the Indomitus box from them. Alright? They've already got my money for that. What are they going to do? Release another failed MMO? I dare them. I double dare them to do it. Release Eternal Crusade 2. Do it, you cowards. Alright, well, hey. Your son's dead.
I'm pleased to finally meet the savior of Cheydinhall. And although the death of Farwell saddens me, I know you did the best you could. I realize he was trying at times, and he spoke before he thought, but he was still my son, and I adored him greatly. I'm sure he was difficult to travel with, and I respect your patience. Whereas others would have left him to die, I'm sure you fought at his side. Your actions are duly noted, and your reward will be in gold.
We did fight at his side. We fought at his side right up until we threw his dead body into the river of lava.
I thank you for your sympathy. You're truly a noble individual. Were you able to retrieve anything from him before Oblivion took him?
Yeah, I got his ring and I got this necklace.
Thank you. You are truly worthy of all the praise being given to you. I salute you. I'll keep the ring as a reminder of.
I like this guy.
On second thought, you keep it. You were the last to travel with him, and I feel you deserve it as a memento of your achievement. I won't take no for an answer. I want you to keep it. I thank you on...
Why do you want me to keep it? That seems evil. Like, he was like, hey, have you got that weird gold ring that my son had? I'm like, yep, here it is. He's like, you keep it. You keep that, my friend. You're gonna need that in the future. Thanks. Thanks, great. Look how happy he is to get rid of his useless son. He's super happy. I bet if I told him that I threw him into a river of lava, he'd high-five me. I bet he would. Let's just catch up on a little bit of chat we've got from you guys. Hit in the face with pure nostalgia. I'm really glad you enjoyed this. Right, you, Count, need to send some aid to Bruma.
I will not forget your service to Chayton. I do not blame you for my son's death. Since the immediate threat to...
You shouldn't blame me for your son's death. All I did was leave him to die. He was the idiot who actually died. Like, if he'd have stepped out the way and let me punch the Dremora, we'd have been fine. We would have well, I mean, he's not fully in the river of lava. He kind of just flopped to the side. Okay, so I think we've got pretty much everything now. I can't see anywhere that we haven't gone to. Where do you need me to get to? There's no active quest. Oh, hang on. I've gathered everything. He promised to send some to help defend Bruma. All right, we've done everything. Do I have to go back to Bruma? Where's Bruma? Where? Bruma. All right, cool. So we travel to Bruma, which is northwest. All right, cool. Pick a direction and walk in it. Northwest, let's do it. Save Sean Bean. Your character's a doc. Look, my character is fine. There's nothing wrong with my character. Notice me, Senpai. Gaming Papa, I've noticed you. You are welcome. No celebration. I just hit 99 farming. Congratulations, Red Sky. What did you farm? Was it strawberries? Was it herbs? I bet it was herbs. Was it corn? Was it onions? What did you farm? Turoths and Cedarside. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it as well. I have the map of Cyrodiil that came with the physical game framed. I think I have a thing about maps in video games. So I've got this little thing down the side. So I've got the Skyrim map that came with the Skyrim game. But I have a little hobby of collecting maps from video games. So if I reach the side, I've got a couple more. So I've got I think this is the Oblivion one. Yeah. So that's the Oblivion map. The one that came with everything. The province of Cyrodiil. It's the Oblivion map just there that came with it. And I've got more, actually. It's always been a hobby of mine to just collect whatever I can get with games, whenever I find cool stuff. Oh, another hobby of mine, this is quite weird. I walk into game shops and I ask if I can have their posters when they're done with them. So I literally just walk into I walked into a gaming shop years ago and I'm like, hey, when you finished with your Magic the Gathering Scars of Mirrodin launch party poster, can I just have that? And they were like, yeah, okay, there you go. So they gave me that. And then we've got more stuff. This is, what's that? That's a map of Cyrodiil specifically rolled up there just in case. I've got loads of them. I have a hobby of buying stuff. And just, in fact, I'll show you how nerdy my hobby is, and how much I care about doing it. So that's the Uncharted 3. I am a man of fortune and must seek my fortune thing. But what I do to make sure these things don't get damaged is I cover the back in duct tape. The back of all of my posters is covered in duct tape because whenever I move house, and I've moved house a lot, I don't want to damage the poster. So yeah, all of my posters are all covered in duct tape. And then I just move them around. And because when I was in university, my wall, my room, was just absolutely covered in posters. You have more mugs and posters and maps. I do. I've got loads of mugs and posters and maps. I love them. I really enjoy it. I very, very much enjoy collecting all that kind of stuff. I think it's cool. Don't fold it. Yeah, normally you roll it up now, but I didn't have enough space to roll everything up. Yeah, just roll all that stuff up. Too much stuff. No such thing. Are posters worth more than NFTs? It's a good question. Because you may own the exact same poster that I've got, but I own my poster. That's the difference. So if you were to sell your poster, which is exactly the same as my poster, to someone, you wouldn't be able to command as much a price as I would command, because I'd be selling my poster, which is the same as your poster, but my poster is mine. And if you're thinking, yeah, but it's the same fucking thing, welcome to NFTs. That's how it works. sugar packets from different cafes. Another great life hack is to use Twitch Prime on this. Use Twitch Prime on whatever you want to use it on. Like, I'm going to say something now that may... The last thing I watched on Twitch Prime was Invincible. Was it Invincible? It is, isn't it? Yeah, it's Invincible. Invincible was really good. I enjoyed that. Apart from... Did anyone else watch Invincible? Halfway through the season, why does it start to randomly use, like, rotoscoped real footage of people? Watch this. Seriously, watch this. Watch it for the last couple of episodes, especially in crowd scenes. Because in crowd scenes, you'll realise they've not actually animated, as in hand animated, people running. Look in the background and you'll see like a crowd of people running away. But the crowd moves really smoothly. And you realise what they've actually done, instead of animate a crowd, is they've just filmed a crowd of people and then they've just kind of put animation cells over them and then put it in. But it's almost real. It's really weird. I will try and... If you type in, like, Invincible Real Crowd, Google it. It's there. I'll stick it on the Discord if I can. But it's definitely a thing they did. It was weird as hell. Yeah, it's going to be the budget. It's definitely going to be the budget. But, oh man, if you've not seen Invincible, no spoilers, but that first episode, there's very few moments of television when you just sat there staring at the TV. Doesn't happen often. A couple of episodes of Game of Thrones did it really well. But there are very few episodes of TV where you are just left, mouth open, staring. And I think that the ending of the first episode of Invincible, that's one of those moments, man. That was just like, that was a proper what the fuck moment. And that was good. I love those moments in media. I love. Yeah? You may have had that small... Even if you know what's going to happen, oh man, the scene itself, like, even if you're ready for it, you're not ready for it. Even if you know, oh, this is about to happen, god damn. God damn. Yeah, it's good. It's really good. It's kind of like the endings of the Game of Thrones seasons. Like, even if you know what's going to happen, man, you're not ready for what's going to happen. I still believe that the fight between the Mountain and... what was the character that Pedro Pascal played? I forget the exact dude's name. But the fight between the Mountain and Pedro Pascal's character, the spear user. The Viper dude. Oberon Martell, that was it. The fight between the Mountain and Oberon Martell is perhaps one of the most horrific things I've ever seen on TV. Oh man. I've worked in film. I've worked in TV. I know exactly how special effects work. I know exactly what they did. And yet they did it so well that when they did it, oh god, man, my body shivered, I imploded when that happened. That, to me, by the way, is a mark of a good film or a good game. Because, am I going to watch the upcoming Wheel of Time? Yes, eventually. So, the mark of a good game or a good film is this. I have spent a lot of my life working on making theatre shows, on making TV episodes, on doing film stuff, on reviewing games, and on playing games. I know all the tropes to look for. I know what I'm expecting. I know what's going to be there. If it's a jump scare, I'm pretty much ready for it. Because I can see all the setup and all the build-up. If a game makes me stop taking notes because I'm enjoying it so much that I forget to write stuff down, that's when I know it's succeeded. That is the ultimate test. Like, if I can watch a TV show and I can get so immersed into it that I forget to critique, that I forget to review, that's exactly... When I realise I'm doing that, I step back and I'm like, this is good. Hello, Mr. Bear. Oh, goddamn, okay. Holy, what? Okay, so brown bears are really tough, it seems. Oh, goddamn, I'm actually nearly dying. Hang on, we need to run away. We need to run away and heal up. Yeah, it's If a piece of media can stop me... What is that? What are you? Oh, I see. You are a Minotaur. I'm going to punch you to death. Take that, Mr. Minotaur. Minotaur horn, thank you very much. But yeah, when a piece of media... Oh, Talassa, thank you very much for the... You're my favourite third monitor content creator. It's going down, and I'm not happy with this. Okay, look. I appreciate the money, but I don't appreciate the sentiment. That's what it is. You can't be... You can't say mean things to me just because you've given me money. That's not how this works. You can't come along and say, hey, here's some money, you suck. That hurts me. That hurts me in the feeling. The one feeling. Just varied narcissism. That's all it is. But no, guys, when was the last time that happened to you? When you were playing a game or watching a film and you just stopped critiquing. You stopped analysing. You stopped trying to work out what was going to happen in the future. And you just immersed yourself in it. You just watched it. When? What was the last thing to do that for you? The Expanse, we were saying? We're not reviewers. Yeah, but you, even if you're not like an official reviewer, you've still got knowledge. You still understand it. Battlestar. Are you saying Battlestar Galactica? If it's Battlestar Galactica, I'm with you on that one. Big fan of Battlestar Galactica, so say we all. I see. Something fell from the sky, you missed it, and it's weird, so weird. Oh, Dumatas, what happened? Something fell from the sky, you say? Something fell from the sky. Oh my goodness. Eaton Sandwich, 1,500 viewers. I found it's not the worst MMO series. Glad to see you blowing up. Thank you, dude. Thank you very, very much. I do try. I mean, I've just kept doing what I'm doing now. People have discovered slowly, and we've managed to build up a little cool community. People have hung around with us. What was the thing that fell from the sky that I should have seen? If something fell from the sky and I missed it, that is a shame. I know that in Morrowind, you get that dude fall from the sky that's doing the... He's doing like a jump potion and he gets it wrong. I recently rewatched Breaking Bad. Oh man, Breaking Bad is good. Breaking Bad is a good TV show. There is... Oh, yes. I'm on board with you there. Breaking Bad. I mean, I tried to get my partner into Breaking Bad. She wasn't a fan. Understandable. I'm still working my way through watching Good... I think it's called Good Omens. I really enjoy Good Omens. The scene where Walter throws a pizza onto the roof. You know that they had to... After that scene where Walter throws the pizza onto the roof, they had a load of people in real life going to that address and throwing pizza onto the roof. Good Omens is really good. I'm going through it slowly. I'm going through it slowly. I've not finished it yet. There's a lot of stuff left to go. It's going to take me a while to get there, but I will get there eventually. BoJack Horseman, mate. BoJack Horseman is probably one of the best animated shows ever made. BoJack Horseman, again, one of the few shows that I've finished an episode and I've just stared at the credits afterwards. BoJack Horseman did two episodes, specifically to prove that it could do something. So, the episode Free Churro contains absolutely no animation. The entire episode is a 30-minute speech that BoJack gives at his mum's funeral. That's all it is. And there's another episode where they're underwater going to a kind of movie award night, and there's no talking for the entire episode because they're underwater. So you've got one episode that plays out entirely visual with no audio, and then you've got another that plays out entirely audio with no visual, just to prove that they had mastery over both of them. That's what they did. It's mastery over the medium they were going for. And it's so good. And believe it or not, BoJack Horseman actually reflects and it echoes a lesson that I teach to anyone that I teach theatre to. And I'll let you in on like a theatre secret. So whenever I go and critique or watch or teach acting or theatre, it's a much more complicated thing to do than just teaching someone how to act. You've got to teach them how to create an entire show. And let's say that I walk into a theatre and I've got a couple of actors and they've got a show on, they've got it ready, and they show me the show. I will say, right, okay, that was great. I want you to imagine that you walk out to perform your show and your audience is blind. And they look at me like, what do you mean? I'm like, they're all blind. Everyone in the audience, completely blind. You have to give them the same experience purely through audio, purely through tone, through inflection, through your voice, through the sound effects, through the music. See if you can do that. Yeah, the face is restored, by the way. And they go away and they start to think, right, if the audience can't see that my character is annoyed, they need to hear that my character is annoyed. So they start to add more focus into making sure they're emoting and empathizing and projecting as well as they can. And you get a much nicer show to listen to. And then I go away and I say, right, okay, same show, but this time your entire audience is deaf. They can't hear you. And they're like, what? But we just did all of the all the work with all the projection and all the sound and all the noise. I'm like, yeah, cool. You need to tell the same story visually. So someone that can't hear you walk onto the stage and say how annoyed you are needs to be able to see your character walk onto the stage and act annoyed. And then they do that. And then I say, right, when you perform anything, half your audience is deaf, half your audience is blind. You need to use the audio and your voice well enough that you get 100% of the story told through audio. And you also need to remember that half the audience is deaf and blind, so you use the visuals to tell 100% of the story visually. It's not half and half. It's not, oh, the acting isn't very good, so we'll make up for it with the noise. It's not, oh, the music's not very good, so we'll make up for it with the visuals. It's 100% of the story both times. That's how you tell it. And if half your audience is blind and half your audience is deaf and they don't come out of your theatre show understanding the same story with the same plot beats and the same moments, yeah, that's exactly it. It's a silent movie and a radio drama at the same time. That's the best way to look into it. And if you can do that, great. BoJack Horseman proved they could do that by doing an entire episode of just audio and an entire episode of just visual, just to see if they could. And they did it really, really damn well. It's very difficult to tell the best story you can in as many ways as you can. Celeste, thank you very much for the £5. That's remarkably kind of you. Do you think the Purgatory style stage play was a good episode? Yeah, I think they were all good episodes. They were all really interesting. Right, let's go and tell Sean Bean that we've pretty much saved him now. You're the reason I decided to watch it. I'm glad that we've got some stuff going on. All right, Sean.
I figured out another item needed for the ritual to open the portal to Cameron's paradise. The second item is the counterpart to the first, the blood of a divine.
The blood of a divine.
This was a terrible puzzle to me. Unlike the Daedra laws, how then to obtain?
How do we obtain the blood of a god?
This is a secret remembered only by the blades.
Oh, blood of the divines. All right. Where's Joffrey? Where's Joffrey? Joffrey boy. Where's the old Joffo? Right, we've got you as an active quest. Active quest. Where's Joffrey boy? The name Joffrey has been ruined, hasn't it? What do I think about Doctor Who? I think that I would happily watch a 5-hour and 14-minute video about the fall of Doctor Who. I feel that that would be a good use of my time. And for anyone else, yes, I did watch the entirety. JXE is one of my absolute favourite YouTubers. I think they are a phenomenally talented content creator. Hey, Joffrey, how's it going, man? Every single time JXE brings out another crappy video about another crappy Netflix show, I watch the entire thing because I think they're fantastic. JAYEXCI. They get my sense of humour perfectly. Alright, cool. What do you want, mate? You want me to go to Sancrator? What's in Sancrator?
I do not know. The catacombs of Sancrator were sealed by the first Grand Master of the Blades. The stay. Here, this is the key to Sankator's outer door.
Sankator's outer door? That should be some kind of poem. All right. Sankator's outer door. Let's do this. Where's Sankator? It's over there. Okay, right, let's run a straight line to get to it. Sankator's outer door. Why does Joffrey's voice sound so weird? They have exactly 3 voice actors for this game, and 2 of them are Sean Bean. All right, the other one is Patrick Stewart. And then all the other voice actors are just randoms they grabbed off the street. Your face, your character has... Look. Look. Okay. Dwarven Greaves give 1 armour. And Steel Greaves give... Oh, only 1 armour. Okay, we'll go back with Dwarven Greaves then because they look cool and sexy. Look, his face is... It's interesting. Alright? He's built different. Am I a vampire yet? I got vampirism, but there's a glitch in the first Oblivion. The only Oblivion, where if you get vampirism, it changes your face shape. And I didn't want to have that face shape. I want to have this face shape. So we had to have this one right here. Alright, so we are off to the ruins of Sankator, wherever the heck they may be. That's Ryle, that's Sankator. It's over there. It's pretty much all the way over the mountains. But I think for now, this is where we're going to leave it because it's 10 o'clock. I've been streaming for about 2 hours. I do try and stream for 2 hours every stream. Streams, by the way, for those of you who are new, they are after I put out a video on Wednesday and on Saturday. I've got a separate second channel called JoshStrifePlays where I replay old classic video games voted on by you guys, either on the Discord or on the YouTube community tab. I think the last one I did was a 1 hour breakdown analysis of the first Silent Hill game on the PlayStation 1. And the next video that will be appearing on Was It Good? Will be Pokemon Red and Blue, the first generation Pokemon games. But yeah, I stream 3 times a week and I try to stream for 2 hours at a time. I probably could stream more if I really found the time, but I like it being like a 3 times a week short, intense thing. My goodness, Celeste, again, thank you very much. Make sure you save some money for yourself. I'm doing good. Don't you worry about me. You make sure you save some for yourself. But oh, what was that? That was a 1-punch kill. That was a 1-punch kill. We have finally got to the stage of succeeding in the 1-punch kill. We are now 1-punch man. This is how it works. But no, guys, thank you very much for joining me. It's been lovely all to have you here. We'll carry on with the adventures of Twitch chat through Oblivion on the Saturday stream, and the Saturday stream should be another worst MMO ever episode. What game? Don't know. We'll find out. But for now, thanks for your time. Take care. Good night, and God bless.